Hey, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori, and welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. um, sorry, I am... What was I gonna say? I got distracted, sorry. I am filming on my laptop that I just got, so I'm still trying to learn all this stuff, so hopefully you guys... Yeah. So I'm sorry I look pale and the way it looks, I still don't know how to, do the brightness right and stuff like that, so... Sorry. We will learn this as I go, or as we go. But I'm sure you guys have already seen the video that Sarah from Wicked Reading created. It's a horror bingo because she saw and read it like fantasy and all these different things that have a bingo that's a year-long one, and she didn't see one for horror, so she decided to create her own. Sorry, I got ear things in too, and they're trying to slide out of my ears, so we're gonna try this. I'm sorry, it's a mess. But anyways, so it's a year-long challenge. It already started. It started the beginning of this month, and it goes to the end of next September. So September, 2025. And there's 25 prompts. There's easy mode, hard mode. I think most of these will fit the hard mode, but some of them won't. There's one book that I bought, but I tried reading and I didn't like some of what was taking place in it. So instead, I'm going to show you the book, but instead of reading that book, I'm just going to replace it with a different book because we do get a free space. And I don't know how Sarah wanted you to interpretate it, but I interpreted it that either I can keep it freed up and I don't have to read a book, or I can replace it with just any book that it don't have to fit that prompt. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be, my books are down here. Some of the books I don't have yet. One doesn't come out until the end of the month. One will be here on Tuesday. And the other one is on my, Kindle. I don't know if it's, let me see real quick if it's booted, if it's on this one, for I can at least show it to you guys on here. Yes, it is. Cool. Cool. It is for when I get to it. So, I'm not going to get to it yet. Because that's one, I think that's like in the second or third row. But I am so excited. I saw this book and I was like, ooh. I can't remember if someone showed it to me first. I mean, somebody talked about it and that's how I heard about it. But I just know I found it, what do you say, when I was when I was looking around at books. So, but anyways, we don't need that one yet. I'm sorry this is a mess, but you guys know me. I'm always a mess. But let's get started because this is a long list. And like I said, I'll be bending down to get some of these books since I don't, I don't have a spot to put it. So, and some of these I didn't put down what the title was. I just put down what the easy mode was and what the hard mode was. So, the first one is, published in 2024, and the hard mode is that you must read it in 2024. So you have to have it done this year, and it has to be a 2024 book, of course. And then for that one, I picked Dearest by Jacqueline Walters, a novel. I'm not too sure what this is about. A lot of these books I just bought because of the covers. This was a book of the month pick. It says, a new mom in need of help opens the door to her long-estranged mother only to invite something much darker inside. So I think it's going to be really good. And I'm definitely going to be reading this year. So, the second one is The End Times is Near. A book that is considered how do you say that word? And it must include an epilogue. So it has, it has the end of the world, basically. I found this through Rochelle, I think that's her name, from Good Morning Dreamer. And I'll show you the book, but I gotta get to it. Because, like I said, that's one of the ones that's the one I'll be getting on, what do you say, I'll be getting that on Tuesday, I believe it is. I'll tell you in a minute. If I can find it. So now I'm not seeing it. which sucks because I have it on here. So I don't know what happened to it. Let me look again. Arriving Sunday. Nope, that ain't it. No, I'm not seeing the darn thing. I'm sorry, you guys. This is a mess. I know. But that's okay. That's what happens on my... with me. Let me find it. Let me see what the name of it is again. Try to see. Did I write it down? Yeah, okay, I did. Just hold on 1 second and I'll show you what it is. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, but Rochelle talked about this book and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. It's called Plague Town by Dana Fredesty, something like that. Let's see. I don't know. She mentioned it, but I forgot what she said it was about, and I don't mind because I want to go in as blindly as possible with a lot of these books, because that's the best way to go in is blindly. So that's how I would like to work this, is blindly. So let me see what is next. Then we have, this is Halloween. Takes place in Halloween is the easy, or around Halloween is the easy mode. And hard mode is, it must say trick or treat, or must mention trick or treat. Either say or mention. So I think this one, I don't know if it will say trick or treat, but it is on trick or treat. It's called Give Me Something Good to Eat. It's a middle grade, or a middle grade, I believe. It says, evil witches and terrifying alternate realities. New fare unlocked. Delivers delicious scares. Scary, spooky, creepy. I know, I think it's like her, no, his sister goes missing. Because every Halloween, I think someone goes missing. I don't know, really. But it sounds like it's going to be intriguing. So that is for This is Halloween, Halloween. Anyways, next is bloody imagery on the cover. Yeah, it's bloody imagery on the cover you're reading. And the hard mode is, it's got to be recognizable. So, you know. And it's got to be more than just like 2 little tiny drops. For that one, I Fed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me by Jameson Shea. Like, look at all that blood. It's like a river of blood. So I would definitely say that that works. Like, look at, even on the back, there's a lot of river of blood. So I think she's a ballerina, and that's all I really know. I know, I think, if I remember it correctly, Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany really loved this book. Let me put this in a pile down here, because I don't have enough room in my hand. Whatever you want to say. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't mean for this to be such a mess. But it happens, unfortunately, especially with me. Because I'm a mess. Okay, number 5 is Woods or Wilderness. Book uses the woods as the main setting, and the hard mode is there is no trees on the cover. This is the other one that I want to read, but it doesn't come out until like the 26th. It's called Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews. Like, look at this. It doesn't have trees. I saw somebody mention this, and they said it would work for the hard mode. So, I'm going with this person. I don't know. It's a Mel book. I don't really know what it's about either. I just saw it one day and loved the cover, and I said, I'm buying it. Anyway, so that's gonna be for that one. That's the end of the first row. Now we're on the second row, which is, the first one is Honor in the Classics. Either a classic or a retelling of the classic. And the hard mode is, it must be written before 1950. I'm sure this was written before 1950. Camille? I always forget how you say it, the name. The first female vampire? The first vampire ever, really. So I'm excited about this. I've never read it. And look how tiny this one is. I didn't realize this was so tiny. But I'm excited. Sorry that my head's going to be out because I'm just trying to put these down after I'm done. Let me grab a couple this time. Okay, the next one is translated works. It must be translated from the author's native language. And the hard mode is must also feature a translator's note. This is the one that's on my Kindle. I don't know if it has all the stuff it needs. I know, but I think someone mentioned this as one of the ones you could use. So hopefully I'm right. If I'm wrong, let me know down below. But that's Cursed Bunny by Bora Chung. I can't remember if it's short stories. Does it tell you on there? Yeah, it says stories, so I guess it's short. Yeah. So I found that. I hope it works for both. We'll see. Let me know down below, like I said. Next, number 8, or the second on the second row, whatever you want to say. Cover by, so a book that you bought slowly on the cover. And the hard mode is you must not know anything about the book. Really, I don't know anything about Influencer by Adam Caesar. I just saw that it was an Adam Caesar book. And I was like, yes, and the cover is creepy as hell, so yeah. And I don't know what it's about besides an influencer, and if you don't follow him, you'll die. So, sounds like fun. Let's see. The next one, sorry, these earbuds, is Reaper Read. It deals with things of grief, surrounded death, all that kind of stuff. Like that. And the hard one is death is personified or otherwise symbolized by a physical being. This one is only going to work for the first, for the easy mode. Ghost Eaters by Clay McLeod Chapman. I heard Lexi from Books with Lexi talk about this book. There's another book that I got because of Lexi that would be on here as well, but I think she was going to break up with her ex or something and break up with the guy, and he dies before she breaks up with him and stuff, and then she starts grieving him, and she takes some kind of drug. And I think the drug is called Ghost Eater, and then she starts seeing them, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm just guessing. Excuse me. The next one also will just be easy mode, but it is title has to have a spooky word, or hard mode has 2 or more spooky words in the title. For this one, I picked Dead Girls Walking. Really, I could have used this for the blood one, and I could have used I Fed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me for the other ones, and I think that would have worked actually better because now that I'm thinking about it, because to me, I fed her to the beast, and the beast is me. Fed? Like you're feeding somebody? To somebody? Ugh, that's scary, and beast is scary. So I could have done it that way, and this could have been the blood one, so I might change that, but we'll see. But this one definitely has, I guess you would say that's blood. I don't know. So let me know. If you guys think that's blood, I wasn't sure. So if you think that's blood, then I might switch those two. Let's see. Let me sit this down. Okay, let me grab the rest of this one roll. For we don't have to keep bending 50 million times. Okay, let's see. I did the cover by, I did the Reaper. I did the title has a spooky word. Okay, third row now. The first one on the third row is book that features a reanimated corpse or a zombie, and the hard mode must be part of a series. Yes. And Sarah mentioned this, so I know this will work for the hard mode. Rot and Rune by Jonathan Mayberry. There's a whole bunch of other books, so that will definitely work. Let's see. Ooh, no, I did this right. Okay, I thought I put the wrong book in that spot, but I didn't. The next one is Gender Bender. Combines horror with another genre, yeah. And it's the hard mode is it must be combined with one that you don't typically read. Of course, I don't read horror. I read a lot of smut, but not erotica. So this is like dark romance horror altogether. And I actually started this one, but I didn't want to finish it until I put this on here. But yeah, they're both serial killers, and he gets picked up by the guy because he's planning on trying to kill the guy, and the guy that picks him up wants to kill him, and of course they're gonna fall for each other. And I heard that there's a lot of erotica in here and a lot of horror, and I already read some that was pretty ew. So yeah. Next one is, sorry, this stupid thing keeps trying to fall on my ear. The next one is a 5-star read. Give 5-star to. And the hard mode is you must predict it. You predicted it would be a 5-star read. I really think, because this is the other one from Lexi, how much she talks about this book, that it could really be a 5-star. I'm hoping it will be a 5-star. And that is Pen Pal by Dathan? I'm not sure. Arabic, something like that. I don't know really too much about this, so I'm really like I'm excited but scared. Let's see. The next one is a BIPOC author, written by a BIPOC author, and the hard mode is new to you author. I've never read a book by Chuck Tingle, so I'm gonna be reading Bury Your Gaze. You can make a killing in Hollywood. I'm excited for this. It says brilliantly bloody, wildly fun, and extremely scary. Bury Your Gaze brings a sledgehammer down on tired tropes and makes a masterpiece of their guts. So, this is what I am going to read. I'm seeing something, sorry. I'm just looking at something really quick. That's why I'm doing this. But anyways, so that will be for BIPOC author, and you haven't read from before. Okay. The next one is cryptid. How do you say that word? Books must be say cryptid creature like Mothman, Bigfoot, unicorns, etc. So something that is real. And the hard mode is you don't know, you've never heard of the creature, or you don't know the lore behind the creature. So for that one, I'm gonna read it. It came from the trees by Allie Russell. And this one, I think is Bigfoot. I know what Bigfoot is, but I don't know the lore behind Bigfoot or anything. I just heard the word Bigfoot, you know. But yeah, the lore, I know nothing. So this will definitely work. And it's short. It got some short ones on here. Thank the Lord, because otherwise we would be like, you know, I'd be taking forever to read this. I would never get them done. This book is huge. And I know this one ain't horror, but Sarah did say we can use it because other people are using it. This is going to be the first one in the 4th row. It is a title. Title has a number. So title features a number that's written out, or how do you say that word? And the hard mode is title includes more than one number, or a number plus a quantitative like midnight, half, inch, stuff like that. So for that one, I'm going to be reading Stephen King's 11/22/63. I've always wanted to read this book. I know Gabby from Gabby Reads has read this before, and she cried. I saw somebody else recently that read this and said it was sad. Look at this baby, though. It's like almost 900 pages, so that's why I need a lot of small books. Because this baby is not small. Let me grab the rest of these books really quick. But there are a couple on here that aren't going to be horror. The next one is the one that I am not going to read. And instead, I'm going to do a free space. It's Satanic Panic. Book featured elements of the occult and hard mode. Must have a physical item in the book that falls under occult, like tarot cards, Ouija board, talisman, etc. So, Rochelle talked about this, and but there was some words in here, at least one word that just like, I was like, why did that author have to put this word in there we're in 2024. Isn't there a better word she could have used? And it just it really put me off. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to read St. Lucifer's School for Girls by A.M. Kaplan. I mean, some people probably won't care what the word, I'm not even going to say the word because I do not like the word. But yeah, so I'm not going to read this one. So this is going to be my free space. Instead of reading that, I'm just going to read any book, and that's going to be Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning. So that's going to be my free space. My free space book, whatever you want to say. Sorry, these books are falling all over the place. My YouTuber friends. Okay, let's see what's next. Sorry this is long, but there's a lot of books. A lot of books. Okay, the next one is the third one? Yeah, the third one in the fourth row. It's a book club pick. This one don't have a hard mode. You just have to read a book that's in a book club or a book that you're in a book club with. Whatever you want to say. So Gabby from Gabby Reads is going to be reading Incidents Around the House this month. Hopefully I'll get to it this month, but I'm still going to count it by Josh Mallerman. But either way, it's going to get read sometime this year. So, all I know about this is it's told from the perspective of the kid and something about another mommy. Sounds scary and creepy as hell. Oh, this is the one that scares me. Number 19. Pink Horror, a book that has themes of girlhood, womanhood, and hard mode. A book that is the author's first book, so a debut book. And that one is The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. I'm scared, you guys. Look at that creepy eye. Just look at it. Ew. And I heard creepy things about this. I know Lexi also read this and was talking a little bit about it. I wouldn't watch the whole thing because I didn't want to get spoiled, but the little bit that she told me, yeah, it's good. This book might scar me for life. The next one and the last one in this row is Multiple POV. Has more than one point of view, and the hard mode is that it has to be like a dual or multiple timelines. So I'm doing Bloodshed by Molly Doyle. This will definitely work for hard mode because it starts out when they're young, how they meet, goes into like when they first meet the girl, and then after they meet the girl. So this definitely fits more than one timeline. And this is like Mike Myers, all this kind of different people that wear masks, guys, and it's a white choose. And yeah, it's dark. I read the one book, like the little ones, and then she made it a full book for we can have the backstory of the guys as well, which I'm really loving. I did read some of this before, but it was a long time ago, so I took the tabs out that I had in it, and I'm just starting fresh. So yeah, that's what it's about. They dress up like Mike Myers and all this stuff, and it's definitely bloody and full of horror. So yeah, definitely will work. Let's see. Now the first one in the last row. So number 21. It's As Seen on the Big Screen, and the book, which is a book has a film or show adaptation. And the hard mode is that you must not have read the book, I think, or watched the show before. So for that one, I've never read or watched The Shining by Stephen King. So I'm going to be reading that. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be doing this like a spoily reading vlog because like the person that I got this, because I got a used copy, and the person I got it from annotated it. See? And then he or she wrote, or whoever it was, wrote stuff about it. So I'm excited. I'm going to do a spoily reading vlog, which is that book. I'm tired, you guys. Let me take a drink. I'm sorry this is so long. I hope you guys have a drink with you guys. Remember, drink some water, stay refreshed, hydrated, all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, the next one is Out of Your Comfort Zone. A horror book that is a subgenre that you typically don't read, hard mode. You've read from this author before. I don't know if this is considered horror, but I've read from this author before. And that's Parable of the Sower? I'm always forgetting how you say that word. By Atavia E. Butler. This one could have worked for the blood one too, because her dress looks like it has blood all over. I have a lot that would have worked for that one. I'm not even sure why it's a horror, but I don't know if it's horror in that sense or more of a horror in, you know, like what happens to the person. We're almost done. 3 more, you guys. The next one is short story collection. Read a short story collection. And the hard mode is it has to have over 12 short stories. And I have an indigenous dark fiction anthology. Never Whistle at Night. It's a whole bunch of books. I know it's over 12. They have a whole thing here. Like, there's all these. And then when you turn the page, that's almost all filled up. So there's more than 12. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if that one is 12, 13. I think those are books too. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 if I counted that right. But even if I didn't, there's a lot. 2 more, you guys. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But this is just, yeah. The next one is TBR Vet. This one ain't a horror, I know, but still I'm reading it because I've had this forever. It's TBR book, TBR Vet, a book that has been on your TBR for a long time. And then the hard mode is that you had to have had it for over 2 years or more. That one, this is the only Riley Sager book I've never read. So this is why I'm putting it on there, for I can read it. And then I've read all of Riley Sager books. I don't know why I keep putting this one off when I've read all the other ones. But that is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, of course. I think it's about camp or something like that. 1 more, you guys. Oh, boy. We're almost done. The last one is Creepy Crawlers. For the easy mode, it's book that features creepy crawlers. The hard mode is that it has to have the creepy crawlers on the cover. So, I have Shockwaves. This is definitely, like, look at this. That is definitely a creepy crawler. And then they have it down here in the grass as well. I don't even know what this one's about. You can't run, you can't hide, there's no escape. Shockwave by Matt Kuritz? How do you say it? But yeah. I'm sorry I didn't say the name of these ones, but we'd be here all day. Did I say that? I think I told you that Bloodshed was by Molly Doyle. If not, I'm sorry. That's what Bloodshed was about. But that is it. Those are 25 books that I am planning on reading in the next year. Let me know if any of these you don't think works for the hard mode, or if there's any that I thought that didn't work for the hard mode that will work for the hard mode. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, thanks for subscribing. Please subscribe. If you did subscribe, thanks for subscribing. Boy, I'm getting this wrong today. And, also, thank you, Sarah, for making this. This is going to be fun. It's going to get me really out of my comfort zone because I don't read a lot of horror. Really, I don't. I read just a lot of dark romances, which can be horroring at times. But anyways, thank you so much for doing this, Sarah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to get me out of my comfort zone. And that's it. Until next time, happy readings. Thanks for being awesome. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Bye!